Hey, figured I'd hop on here for a little bit tonight and stream. I'm actually updating my Mac Mini at the moment, so I've got it hooked up to another monitor. And while I'm waiting on that, I figured I'd stream and maybe try to eke out a little bit of lunch money here tonight. So I've traded gold a little bit tonight. I went long earlier, so I'm up 24 bucks. This is a PA account. I gotta tell you guys what I did. Oh, so frustrated with myself earlier this week. So I've got another PA account that I haven't activated. But I was so close to passing another 50K. I'm talking I was $100 away from passing it. And I thought I was doing micros. And it turned out I was doing minis. And the trade went against me so fast, and I just was like, I was stunned and ended up blowing the account. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, it was an eval account, but still, I mean, I was just, I was upset about it, but at the same time, I just had to start laughing about it, because I was like, you really? I mean, just what a silly mistake. But it is what it is. Thankfully, it was just an eval, so I'd have really been upset had it been a PA account. But I gotta tell you what, I had to change my mindset with these accounts, right? Because what I found myself doing was, it's just 30 bucks, I'll just buy another eval. Oh, it's just $100. I'll just buy another eval and get it to where, I'll just get another PA account. That is such a bad mentality to have, because so in order to combat that, I started a real account with AMP Futures and put a couple $100 over there, because I wanted the feel of trading with real actual capital that was my capital, my money, even though it's my money with the still with the evals and the PA accounts. It just didn't, at the same time, it just didn't seem real, right? So I was like, I want the actual real feeling of trading futures on my own account to see how I can do. And so I said the only way to do that is for me to open a real futures account. And so that's what I did. And it just has it's really helped change my mindset, because I'm like, if I wouldn't take this trade in my real account, why would I take the chance of taking it in an eval or a PA account, right? Why wouldn't? I wouldn't do that. So I think just for me, I needed that mindset of, okay, if I'm not going to take the trade, if it's not a great setup, and I'm not going to take the trade in a real account, why am I going to take the trade in a PA or an eval account? So I had to change my mindset with that. That's not going to work for everybody, but it's working for me. So as you can see here, I'm on PA number 18. Not bad, right? Really, when you think about it. I mean, I've had some payouts. I had some payouts last year. for transparency, I've not had any payouts this year. But I also have taken a lot of time off. I haven't traded every day. I really took my time with evals. I mean, I'm talking weeks to pass them when I normally would pass them in a few days. Just a lot of things that I had to change and get away from the dopamine hits. So I'm glad I started a real account, and it just makes it more real. So and another thing that helped me was one of my friends posted on Facebook today about how just, I think it was like, I don't know, $23 or something some trivial amount, $23 a day in discretionary spending at the end of the year is like $10,000. That's a lot of money. Do I spend $23 a day? No. I could, but I don't. But just think about it now. I went to Taco Bell the other night. You guys remember how cheap Taco Bell used to be? Remember their little $5 menu and how you could get like all this food for $5? I got the Nachos Bel Grande, which came with a Taco Supreme. Then I added on another Taco Supreme. I didn't even actually eat it all. And a drink. And it was like $13 or $14. I was like, what the heck? That is insane. Like, I know the price of meat has gone up, but you can still buy a package of ground beef for $5 or $6. I could have made a ton of tacos for $13. But it just, I don't know, it just puts it in perspective, I think. So, fortunate to live in still what many consider the greatest country in the world. I'm very blessed overall. I have a good career. Got a decent house. Got a nice car. In actuality, I'm doing pretty well. Do I have a ton of money in the bank? No, I don't. Not like I should. And, but it's just, I think, and somebody else brought up a good point today. I think a lot of times, the way we're raised to think about money can sometimes be detrimental, because, I was always kind of brought up with the belief that, only rich people have money, right? And, you have to struggle for money, and you have to work hard for money, and, while still a lot of that is true, spending $13 at Taco Bell, if you do that every week, that really adds up, right? And I drove by Dutch Brothers today, and I thought, oh, I'll give it a try. I've never been there. I was like flabbergasted. I got a drink, and it was $6.50. I was like, this is asinine. So I'll be doing that. Because, the Celsius I drink, which, I tend to drink one a day, and I buy at Costco in their pack, I think that's like, I don't know, $23 or something, for a pack of 18. That's That's still a whole lot cheaper than $6.50 for one drink. I mean, it adds up. It really adds up. And, streaming services and this and that, and, it adds up really quickly. And before you know it, you've just spent $200 or $300 a month on BS stuff that you just don't need. So, I just had to do, I've just had to do a lot of thinking recently about, my relationship with money, and, as it relates to just a lot of things in general, but also these accounts. And, so I had to open my own real account to really see the impact, first of all, how powerful these accounts really can be, and how it can change your life. If you build it, but as the old saying goes, Rome wasn't built in a day. So no need to rush, through it, no need to buy it. As much as I love for you guys to use my affiliate code, I get paid about what a cup of coffee at Starbucks costs, when you guys use my code, and I certainly appreciate it, and please continue to use my code. But there's no need in you guys running out and grabbing 20 accounts. I mean, just buy 2 or 3 and build them, and just build them, and get to a payout. And once you get to a payout, $2,000, take $2,000, put $1,000 of it aside, maybe spend another $200 or $300, buy some more accounts, build all those to pay out, and then just keep the process. So that's my game plan. I've like I said, I've got that other PA account ready to activate. I don't even think I have any that are close to passing, besides that one, but I'm keeping that PA account just on the sidelines. I'm going to activate it on Friday. I haven't activated it yet. I'm going to activate it on Friday. It's a $25K. But I am not going to trade it until I can get this account right here, and you guys can see it. This will help me be accountable. This is PA number 18. When this PA account gets to payout, then I will trade on the other account. Until then, I am trading on one account, one PA account, and when it gets to payout, then I'll trade on the other account. I am not copy trading. I have sworn off copy trading. Even in evals, I've sworn off copy trading. So I'm not copy trading any accounts. Just going to focus on one account. And $32 on it today. So, or in this session. So let's say I make 100. Then it should take me 20 days. And I'll be ready for a payout. Somebody's chatting, but it says that they retracted their message, so I don't know. I can see that, but I don't know what you even said, so. I really wish I had done a mini on gold tonight rather than a micro, but certainly definitely a good trade. Definitely a good trade. 34 bucks on a micro on gold. That's nice. So that kind of shows you how much gold pays. I am short one micro as well on NQ at the moment. I am looking for. Here, I can grab this screen over, show you. Here's the first target I'm looking for. It almost hit it, 18,146, and then if we continue the pullback, I'll be looking for this liquidity here into 18,145. I'm actually kind of surprised gold's rallying a little bit with NQ selling off. I'm going to put my stop in here on gold. I'll move it up a little bit. That way, no matter what happens, I get stopped out with profit. Oh, nice. It's a nice little, or I guess because I had it zoomed in, I thought it really moved. It didn't. That'd be up real nice if I took a mini in gold tonight. I don't know why I decided to look at gold, but I happened to look at it and I was like, oh, looks like it's about to make a nice little move. So, if gold continues to run, I'd be looking at this 23.29 area. That's possible. It's very possible it could make a run up there. Obviously, you got to give it a little time. It's not going to do it right away, but I'd definitely be looking for that area to get hit on gold. A bunch of liquidity up there, so. Wish I'd have taken that trade in my real account. It is storming where I live, so always have your stops in place. Never know what might happen. Nice low push on gold. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear that thunder or not. It's really rumbling outside. Alright, I'm going to move my stop a little more. It may take it, I don't know, on a pullback, but dang, I'm happy with this trade tonight. I really, really am. And if you look over here, this is liquidity here, 23.25. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see us push all the way up into here, but highly possible as well. But man, I'm really super happy with this trade. I'd have really been jumping with with a micro or with a mini, but man, gotta be happy with that. You know, $60. Definitely a good trade. If I get lucky, it won't take my stop, and we'll just keep pushing all the way up into here. But I got my stop in place. You can see it. So, but I'm super stoked about that trade. So you can see here I got in here at 2318.8, and in fact I'm just going to go ahead and exit this trade. Move my stop just one more time, inch it up. Alright, took my stop. Nice trade. Yeah, I'm super happy with that trade right there. So here's your strat setup. Well, first of all, we're in the mother bar range here. But here's a strat setup that I saw. This is on the daily. This is the daily chart. But I saw we were coming back inside. And like I said, I got in here 2318.8 and push up through this liquidity here. If they take this would be a 2 up, so it'd be 2 down, 2 up reversal there on the daily on gold. Alright, so this account is going to be shut down for the night. Alright, so there's that. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that trade tonight. So go back and look at crazy squirrel in Q. Here's your strat setup on this hammer. Well, let's just look at tonight, starting tonight. 8 o'clock. I'm sorry, 6 o'clock. Inside. 2 down but green, 2 up. And then now you've got, I can't tell if this is a 2 up red or if, well, it didn't take out the top of this at 9. But 2 down, 2 down, 2 down. Now we're consolidating here. It is technically 2 down, but they're just kind of playing with it. So if we sell this back off here at 47, which is all this liquidity here, then I'd be looking at 38. Can't really tell on the DOM on this. I didn't mean to do that actually. I was just wanting to put an order there to get filled if it broke below it, and it didn't work. I'm glad I was a micro and not a mini. So these are the Rhythmic eval accounts now. Since I'm happy with the performance in the PA account tonight. I'm shutting it down, so I'm not gonna touch it. So it's safe. That profit is locked in, and I'm not trading it anymore, so it's safe. Hey, we're up a whole $1.50. What am I going to do with it all? Oh boy. Oh, nice. Oh, guys, what? Look. So, I got one of the Top Step accounts whenever well, I actually had one before. They offered me a $4.50 deal. So I thought, hell, why not? I mean, $4.50. I forgot I put these orders out on ES tonight. Look, it's about $375 on that eval account, but yeah. It's a nice little surprise, right? So I'm put a stop loss on that. Put the stop loss here. So stop by one right there. That's nice when those little surprises work out, right? Alright. We could get a small TTO reversal here on NQ. And because I didn't even really mean to take that trade, I'm going to get out of that one. And because I can't really figure out their DOM, I figured it out on Ninja, but I don't know. I think I may have figured it out by accident over there as well. So I'm just gonna close it. I like Quantower anyway. Because it feels a lot like Tradevate to me, or I'm sorry, TradingView anyway. So well, we are selling off again. I really like it, just because it's just simple. I mean, I love it because I can just, click a button and move my stop and take profit and all that kind of stuff. set ATM strategies, all that with it. Well, we are coming down and touch this liquidity here that I talked about, but I love all that about Quant Tower, and if I'm at home, I really prefer to trade on my desktop on Quant Tower. Yeah, I forgot how well ES could pay. Alright, I'm out of those ES shorts. That's the other thing I gotta work on. I mean, trading is, it's a process, I feel like, a lot of times, but that's something else I gotta work on is, like that. I mean, I had those orders sitting out there. It filled. It, got me in the direction I wanted it to go. And, but I waited on the market to come to me, not forcing trades, not, doing all that kind of stuff. And it works out a lot better if you just let the market come to you rather than you trying to force the market to do what you think it should do, right? So yeah. We are coming up here on about 25 minutes ish on that new 4-hour candle. So we'll see what that delivers. Oh, I'll be right back. I forgot about something. Oh, I'll be right back. Okay, well, I see nothing happened while I was gone, so that's good. See my Buc-ee's cup? Stopped at Buc-ee's the other day. Got some Buc-ee's cups. I hear all the YouTubers eat on camera these days, so. I'm actually eating some, I don't eat a ton of vegetables, I'm really a big meat eater, but I made some of that spiralized, I'm trying to watch my carbs, so I made some of that spiralized zucchini and some good Kerrygold butter in there. So that's, since I just got off work a little bit ago, that's my midnight snack. Supposed to be a big update on Mac. It's OS Sonoma, it says. So it seems, I mean, my internet's decent. It's not great, but it's decent. But it just seems like it's taking a long time to download that update. Wow. I told you it looked like a TTO there on NQ. I wasn't wrong. I have gotten pretty decent about seeing those TTOs, and I'm happy with that. So TTO stands for triangle they out. It basically just represents this right here. As you can see, it kind of makes a little triangle, right? Just like this. Basically what it is it's a reversal on a smaller time frame. Because I'm going to show it to you right now. See the TTO? 144. Right there. Just like that. People talk about trading on a smaller time frame. You don't really need to, in my opinion. Because if you can learn to spot those reversals on a larger time frame, you drop down on a smaller time frame and you see it. You don't have to watch this 1 minute chart. Why? I mean, unless you just need it for extra confluence. But I spotted it long before it happened. 1 minute. Would have got you 6 points on a mini. Not bad. I just noticed something on 1 minute. Speaking of which, that's why I trade on a larger time frame. But look right here. Mother bar, dip, TTO, back up through mother bar range. I heard Sarah Strat Sniper talking about that tonight and how it was hard to explain, and she's right, it is. But I'll send her this video tonight. And I'll explain. I've just pretty much laid it out. But here's your larger time frame. Remember I said it. I said, hey, I'm getting out of this short because it looks like it might be a TTO. Where they bring it? This liquidity right here. And now they're pushing up, and they're probably going to touch this liquidity, possibly this one. I didn't trade it. I mean, you guys saw I was very happy with my gold performance tonight, so trading that gold. Let's look at gold and see what it's doing. I'm curious now. Not going to trade it. I'm going to pull it up on TradingView. And I'd have been it would have totally made my day had I traded a mini on gold rather than the micro, but definitely I had a good trade. I'm happy with my trade on gold. I don't want to connect it. We're not trading that tonight, so I'm done with it. Not even gonna log in. All right, where'd it go? Right where I said it would, or right where I laid it out. Remember, I got out at 20. What was it? Somewhere around in here, 23.25. Remember, I got stopped out. It's pulled back now, but we'll see if they can run it back up to the Asia highs. I had a good exit. I'm like I said, I'm extremely happy with that gold trade I did tonight. I'd have been super happy if I'd have actually traded that TTO there on NQ, but it's all right. I don't know how happy I am with these zucchini spirals. Should have just made myself a turkey burger or something. Well, my Mac software is finally finished downloading. I want to wait for this new 1 a.m. candle, see what it delivers. We got 8 minutes. Yeah, I'm happy with that gold trade, and I'm happy with that ES trade. Since we got that TTO, I'm really tempted to go back in long on a M&Q. But it's kind of turning into an kind of a shooter on the 15-minute on. So I don't know. I'm not 100% convinced they're done with the long or downside, but I hate that word support, but because I hate support and resistance. It's such BS in my opinion. People should teach liquidity, and that I think it's just so much easier to see. Anyway, rant over, but if they use this, for lack of a better term, support right here, just liquidity, if they use this as a springboard back to the upside, I mean, we Mike can see back to the upside. Here's where I would feel comfortable going back long. 18,159. So if they can bring us back up through here and push, then I'd be happy and comfortable with that. But we would have to clear that in order for me to be really comfortable going back along. And then I'd be targeting all this back up through here. But otherwise, you know, they could just sell us back off. And I don't know if we got I don't know if we have any economic data in the morning. I need to look. Let's just go to Forex Factor and see if we got any economic data. Oh, we got unemployment in the morning. Alright, well, there you go. Probably what the market's waiting on. So, with that being said, gosh, I hope you guys can't see how messy my desk is at the minute. It's really not that bad. It's just now I got clean up. With that being said, okay, so this 4 hour is 2 down red. They almost made it outside. It's 2 down red. So if we get another, see what I was talking about with a TTO on a smaller time frame? I mean, you can see it here now. So if we get another 2 down red, then I would be targeting this right here, 134, for next level to look at on NQ. But if they did TTO and they bring us back up, then I'd be looking for 160, 168, 175. Just don't know. But here we're getting ready to open here this new 4 hour candle. But overall, you can see, I mean, as one of my friends says, it's such horse shit. I mean, just look at this. I mean, these are 4 hour candles. Look at the, just look. This is just, oh, we're just stuck. Stuck like Chuck. I swear I don't know how people will trade on the 1 minute. I don't. I can't do it. I gotta have the larger time frames. Alright, they're trying to take us 2 down here on this new 4 hour, but it hasn't broken yet. Yeah, there it goes. 2 down. 2 down on the new 4-hour. Now they'll play with it until they touch this here right here. 137.
Order filled. Order filled.
Now I'm really curious to see what Colt's doing. And I'm happy with that trade, though. I really am. I'm really happy with that trade. Should have done 2 micros. That's alright, I'm going to size up. You guys see why I don't really like taking that initial 2 down, though? Just because it'll trigger, come back, touch the liquidity, and then trigger again. And it's just, it's aggravating sometimes. I guess would be about the best word for it. Aggravating. Alright, I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I'm back. I see not much happened while I was gone, so. Sorry if you guys can hear my dog. I don't know what the problem is. So I don't know. I can't tell if they're just gonna continue to bring it down or keep coming back to Tesla's liquidity. I don't know. It's really hard to tell at the moment. It's been so choppy this week so far. Hush. It is not necessary. See? Nothing. Alright, I'm gonna get off stream, guys. I got a couple things to do before I go to bed, so I'm gonna handle that. And appreciate you guys tuning in. Very, very happy with that gold trade I made tonight. So we'll see what they do with NQ, NES. We got that data coming up in the morning. And we'll see what they do with it. So, alright, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Affiliate link is in the description if you guys want to buy an Apex account. And 80% off 1 day pass. So if you do pass it, you can go ahead and activate it and have your PA account there. And, go ahead and start trading it. So
Order filled.
definitely not a bad deal. You can get a 50K account for like $33, I think, if you buy the Tradovate one. And if you buy the Rhythmic one, I think it's like $31 or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's cheap. So yeah, that's about it. Alright, hope everyone has a good night. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you.